Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So for now, Ethereum has parted ways with Bitcoin, and the preferred view is here that we are completing this white wave count to the downside within the yellow wave C of the wave 4 here. This has been the fallback scenario in case the orange count fails here, which it seems to be doing. Yeah, well, which it did. It clearly came down. And now we came down quite impulsively here in what I believe should be a third wave. Talked about that in the last video. Talked about that we might see some price action here, sideways price action, or slight upside here in a wave 4, which we also saw after the last video. You could count this possibly as an ABC here to the upside in the fourth wave. But always bear in mind, a fourth wave can also become some kind of a triangle. But for now, I would now say that we can focus here on the downside in a fifth wave, as long as this high is holding, which was at 1566. So against that high, we can now focus on lower, because, let me just draw the fibs. We have basically reached the perfect target for a fourth wave at 1566, 1567, yeah. The 38.2 fib is always the perfect target for a fourth wave. It can go a bit higher. Here in this case, basically 1581, and as long as it stays below that, I'm still of the view that we can come down lower and we'll fill in the 5 waves in a C wave. If we go above that level, then it becomes evident that this is some sort of an ending diagonal maybe in this fifth wave, that we are in the fifth wave but in some sort of a diagonal pattern, that we will get something like this. And let me take those other trend lines out, they get a bit annoying now. This is of course the possibility. I'm observing that scenario, a possible scenario here for Solana as well. It's not my primary view, but we could get something like this in a fifth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where it might move up in a third, 4 and 5 of the fifth. It is a possibility. It's not my primary expectation, because diagonals never are. They can never be the primary expectation, really. But obviously we have to track them if they come and work out. But another view why I don't think this is happening, or another reason for that, is because if we look at if we assume this might be a wave 1 up and this might be a wave 2 down, first of all, this is not a clear 5-wave move up. That's one problem. And the other problem is that if I draw the fibs, we've broken here twice below the 78.6 fib already, so that shows weakness. So I'm rather focused still here on the downside until the chart proves something different, which would be a break above 1581, and then it also needs to get above that 1590 level, which was the previous support. So at the moment, sideways consolidation as you would expect it from a wave 4. And we have a possible ABC here in a wave 4, and we could already be on our way down in the fifth here with a small 1-2 setup. Now this is micro counting. There is currently no evidence for it, but this is how it could unfold to the downside in 5 waves. And let me change that. And what would be a target? Well, target-wise, we can take the length based on the current highs and lows. We can take the length of the third wave, go to the high of the fourth, and the first key target would be 1491. That's the 61.8% extension. But then again, this here will also be relevant at 1500. That's based on Fibonacci retracements between 1500 and 1370, and as long as we are above 1370, we are basically in a larger bullish range. Okay, so obviously we have different targets for different time frames here. 1370, below that level, I think the continuation of the bear market is getting quite likely. As long as we are above that, I would generally focus on higher. But of course, here in the short term, we have this short-term downtrend at the moment, which is probably still going to be filled. So 1500 and 1491, these are the next targets to observe. There's basically a cluster here, or sandwich support, because in the same price range, you've got this channel support as well. So around 1500 should be quite interesting support. Let's see if we actually get there. But with this video, you should know what the key pivot points, decision points are for Ethereum. Okay, and that's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.